OpenAI just dropped AgentKit, and the tech world is losing its mind. They're calling it a game changer, a N8N killer, the future of AI agents. But here's what nobody's telling you. It's not. And I'm going to show you exactly why AgentKit isn't the revolution everyone claims it is, how it actually stacks up against tools like N8N, and whether it's worth your time and money. Let's cut through the hype. If you've been following AI news, you know that on October 6, 2025, Sam Altman walked onto the Dev Day stage with his trademark grin and unveiled AgentKit, OpenAI's new toolkit for building AI agents. The crowd went wild. Tech Twitter exploded. And within 24 hours, you couldn't scroll through LinkedIn without seeing someone call it revolutionary. But here's the thing. I've been building automation workflows for years. I've worked with N8N, Zapier, Make.com, and now AgentKit. And I'm here to give you the unfiltered truth that the hype machine won't tell you. First, let's establish what AgentKit actually is, because there's already massive confusion about this. AgentKit isn't a single product. It's a suite of 4 interconnected tools. 1. Agent Builder, a visual drag-and-drop canvas where you design multi-agent workflows. Think of it like a flowchart editor for AI agents. 2. ChatKit, an embeddable chat interface that lets you drop conversational AI experiences into your own applications. 3. Connector Registry, a centralized admin panel for managing data sources across your entire OpenAI ecosystem. This includes pre-built connectors for Google Drive, SharePoint, Dropbox, and Microsoft Teams. And 4. Evals, a testing and optimization system with trace grading, automated prompt optimization, and dataset management to measure agent performance. Now, OpenAI wants you to believe this is groundbreaking. And to be fair, they built some impressive infrastructure here. During the Dev Day demo, engineer Christina Huang built 2 fully functional agents live on stage in under 8 minutes. The crowd loved it. This is all the stuff we wished we had when building our first agents. Sounds amazing, right? But here's the critical question nobody's asking. Is this actually new? Or is OpenAI just catching up to what's already available? Let's talk about N8N, because this is where the AgentKit hype starts to crumble. N8N is an open-source workflow automation platform that's been around since 2019. It has over 400 pre-built integrations, supports JavaScript and Python code nodes, offers self-hosting, and yes, it can build AI agents too. Advanced, complex, multi-agent systems. So when OpenAI announces AgentKit with its visual builder and drag-and-drop nodes, anyone who's used N8N is thinking, wait, isn't this just what N8N already does? And they'd be right. But there are crucial differences, both good and bad. Let's start with where AgentKit falls short. First, vendor lock-in. AgentKit only works with OpenAI's models. That's it. You can't use Claude, Gemini, Mistral, or even local models through Allama. With N8N, you have complete model flexibility. You can swap between hundreds of AI providers. AgentKit? You're married to OpenAI's pricing and future roadmap, whether you like it or not. Second, rigid architecture. Here's the big one that developers are already complaining about. AgentKit uses rigid sequential routing. What does that mean? It means you have to manually create if-else logic for every single decision point. There's no autonomous agent decision-making between tools. In N8N, agents can connect to multiple tools and sub-agents simultaneously, intelligently choosing based on tool descriptions alone. No manual spaghetti code required. AgentKit makes you build every branching path manually. That's not intelligent automation. That's just visual programming with extra steps. Third, open source versus closed source. N8N is fair use licensed with full transparency. You can see exactly how it works, modify it, self-host it, and never worry about OpenAI changing the rules on you. AgentKit, completely closed source. You're at OpenAI's mercy. But here's where AgentKit shines. ChatKit is genuinely excellent. The chat interface integration is world-class and significantly easier than building custom UIs in N8N. If you need polished customer-facing chat experiences, AgentKit delivers. AgentKit's trace grading, automated prompt optimization, and dataset management are genuinely useful for production environments. And the connector registry solves a real enterprise problem, centralizing data source management across workspaces with proper governance and security controls. So which should you choose? Here's my honest take. They're not competitors. They're different tools for different contexts. Use AgentKit when you need polished chat interfaces, rapid UI deployment, comprehensive evaluation, or you're already deep in the OpenAI ecosystem. Use N8N when you need model flexibility, complex autonomous routing, self-hosting, open source transparency, or cost control at scale. Smart companies like Ramp, they're using both. AgentKit for customer-facing chat agents, N8N for back-end process automation. Different tools, different contexts. Now let's look at the real-world case studies OpenAI is promoting, because this is where things get interesting. Ramp. The fintech company claims they built a procurement agent in just a couple of hours using Agent Builder. Their official statement says it transformed what once took months of complex orchestration, custom code, and manual optimizations into just a couple of hours and slashed iteration cycles by 70%. Impressive, right? But let's add context. Ramp has a team of senior engineers who are already intimately familiar with OpenAI's API, have existing infrastructure, and likely had beta access for weeks before the public announcement. For them, AgentKit removed friction from a process they already knew how to do. That's very different from someone starting from scratch. Bain Company. They reported a 25% efficiency gain using AgentKit's evals for dataset curation, prompt optimization, and automated trace validation. This is probably the most honest case study because they're specifically highlighting the evals component, which is actually differentiated. But notice what's missing from all these case studies? Small businesses, solo developers, non-technical teams. Every example is a major enterprise with significant engineering resources, and that reveals AgentKit's real target market. It's making enterprise developers more productive. Let's talk about that Dev Day demo where Christina Huang built 2 agents in 8 minutes. It was slick, it was impressive, but it was also carefully choreographed. I spent the last 48 hours stress testing Agent Builder, and here's what that demo didn't show you. Authentication headaches. Setting up connectors to your actual business data requires authentication, API key management, and troubleshooting permissions. The demo used pre-configured test data. Error handling complexity. Real agents fail. APIs time out. Data formats change. The demo showed the happy path. Production reality is messy. It took multiple rounds of prompt refinement that were done before the demo. You're not going to nail it in 8 minutes. Cost management. Every agent execution costs money. The demo didn't discuss how quickly those API calls add up at scale. Now, I'm not saying AgentKit doesn't work, it does. But the build-in minutes marketing is misleading. Building a prototype takes minutes. Building a production-ready, reliable agent takes significantly longer. And here's the kicker. The same is true for N8N, Zapier, Make.com, or any automation platform. The difference is that those platforms have been honest about the learning curve from day one. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Why are AI developers and influencers calling AgentKit a game changer when it's clearly not? 3 reasons. First, hype equals engagement. Calling something revolutionary gets clicks, likes, and followers. Saying OpenAI released a decent toolkit that solves some problems but has significant limitations doesn't trend on Twitter. Second, OpenAI's ecosystem incentives. Many developers, content creators, and companies are financially invested in the OpenAI ecosystem. They have partnerships, affiliate relationships, or simply benefit from OpenAI's continued dominance. But here's what responsible developers should be saying. AgentKit is a solid addition to OpenAI's platform that will make certain use cases easier, especially for teams already committed to OpenAI's ecosystem. But developers need to understand the trade-offs they're making. When you choose AgentKit, you're betting your entire agent infrastructure on OpenAI's continued competitiveness. That's a big bet. So here's my final verdict on OpenAI's AgentKit. It's good, but it's not revolutionary. Agent Builder offers a polished visual experience that will accelerate development for teams already using OpenAI's stack. ChatKit solves real UI problems. Evals provides necessary production tooling. The connector registry addresses enterprise governance needs. But it's not replacing N8N, it's not killing Zapier. It's an incremental improvement in an already crowded market. Should you use it? Here's my decision framework. Choose AgentKit. If you're already deep in OpenAI's ecosystem, you need polished chat interfaces, you value integrated evaluation tools, and vendor lock-in doesn't concern you. Choose N8N if you need model flexibility, complex autonomous routing, self-hosting capabilities, open-source transparency, or you're building cost-sensitive applications at scale. The real story here isn't AgentKit itself. It's how quickly the AI community rushes to call every new release revolutionary without critical analysis. We need to do better. If that's valuable to you, subscribe, because there's a lot more coming. Until next time, if you want more updates and video like these, join our free community at School for trending AI tool updates and discussions. Stay critical, stay informed, and don't believe the hype.